Alrighty, guys, we're now operational. Live streaming in progress. JR Live. Glad to be here. We're gonna be looking for a secret locale of whereabouts. Right on, Billy. First person to check in with the live. Hey, BG. Right on, Jack. So I made my way to a diner, okay, and then I went ahead and hey, Trump. So I went to a diner and I tried to upload some videos. It shot yesterday. Like I got some nice of us walking around, and I even got Ti the rapper. I saw him in his vehicle. So always looking for valuable content. And guys in the stream, please alert me to any if Mr. G tries to contact me, or maybe Mr. G can perhaps contact me here. But it's nice to make an attempt at live streaming on my own channel, because it's you have to take some initiative to create good content. And also I want to do a little review of various complications that occurred yesterday. Yesterday was okay. Yesterday was a combination of lack of information, like Mr. Ice uh, and SSJ, I think, are reasonably skeptical of me. They don't know me that well. They want to protect their vested interests in their work. They don't want to be associated with someone that, in theory, is engaging in criminal and or antisocial or perverse or uncivilized behavior. And so, but the breakdown is as such. Hey, Billy. In due time, Mark, the Streamlabs, maybe when we get back to the Hawaiian Islands. But for now, we'll just do a nice, pleasant chat. And a few updates or important updates. By the way, chat, please let me know if Mr. G tries to chime in. He should be on his way. He's trying to compel Mexican Andy or Miss Cassandra to join us in an appearance on the stream, which would be fun. I think there should be different approaches to reassure Mr. Ice and SSJ that not only do we provide content, which I'm sure they know we're interesting, but that we're also people of not of ill repute. We're admittedly, Mr. G says he has some interest in like younger women. That is questionable, perhaps. I mean, at least from my opinion, there are different schools of thought on that. I do feel that somebody who's an adult, 20, 30, 40, or 30 or 40, that they would want an 18-year-old or something is, I think, questionable, because how much can they relate to? And obviously they're not dream mates, because by definition, in my opinion, a dream mate, okay, is somebody who you have a similar life expectancy as, so you can live your whole life together, and there's no negative end to the story. It's you live your life and then you leave your bodies peacefully. In my ideal situation, which I didn't exactly describe completely on Ice Poseidon's chat yesterday, I didn't want to give the impression that I was trying to totally leverage my ideology by leveraging it on his clout. I wanted to be responsive to Ice's questionnaire, and I think I did well. I think he just has to do. He can do it. He can do a background check on me. He'll find a few mishaps in my past. I've sent some letters to women, and One got a TRO against me. Another, as we know, the whole dilemma of the jerking off in the bathroom and being caught. But you know, let's see, a nice Range Rover there, nice Range Rover. It's so funny how some people they yay, whoa. It's so funny how some people just don't want to be on camera. Like, is your life such that you're so you can't be social when you're in public? Like do you really feel compelled to be that defensive? And I feel like, for example, myself, I present myself well, and I shouldn't be. People should be. Have some confidence in me. That's like, if you look at me, I think I dress myself very well. And I encourage other streamers to do so. That way they can get maybe some more edgy content. Maybe people reveal more of their secrets to them because they look like somebody who will respect that instead of possibly trying to exploit that or leverage it. The whole IRL thing is complicated. Hey, Tommy. It's complicated. But there are some guidelines to stay in to make sure you don't get doxxed and such. Blah blah blah. In any case, let's see how the comments are. Hey Shiva. Well said, Shiva. Good concern. Well, yeah, the past. Yeah, you're right. The past is really, it's about the present. And how do you really do a litmus test on people, see where they are? Well, you might ask questions of them, such as, do you think 9/11 was done by, the Taliban? Taliban are actually people who, they may have extreme beliefs or whatnot, but they like to burn poppy fields to eliminate heroin production. So, a litmus test is something where you ask someone, or you look at somebody to do an analysis, a quick analysis. Especially be careful of people who give you command statements like "do this," or they try to get too physically close to you. Because when someone's physically close to you, especially such as a woman being physical, I gotta get this little guy coming up with his little machine here. I really want to get the machine. There he goes, man. All right, that was cool. We got him on the machine. Some people enjoy being subject to the camera. So yeah, good fun. Just good fun. There he is. All right, so he's just rolling out of here. Just a nice little roll. All right, Shiva said it seemed like Mr. G was hiding something from being exposed. He didn't want you to talk. But at least I feel like the funniest thing was Ice was still skeptical, and the fucking the stuff I revealed, it was like, dude, like, what worse stuff could I reveal? It's like, God. But in any case, yeah, go ahead, they might as well do a background check on me, and let's see. Vicky, yeah, I didn't mean to expectorate on camera. Pardon me, your buddy. Okay, right on chat. Right on Dreesk. That's the good news. Tommy, who? Tommy, who is that comment in reference to? Yeah. I basically relaxed at a diner. I made the best of the situation. Yeah, Billy, he should be rolling out soon. He has an agenda, and he did apologize for me. I think he sometimes his mind might be not remembering what he said. He was going to check in a few hours, and maybe he just thought I'd be okay for the night. But I was thinking he was going to meet up with me in a few hours after I left. So you don't want to get. I didn't want to get let down. Thanks, Billy. Hey, Pebs. Good hello. But I'm gonna see if I can walk around and get some people to smile. Uh, Maybe ask them if they want to say anything on camera. You never know. Okay, you never know. Maybe somebody will say a profundity relevant to the politics of the day and age. We never know what we never know what we're gonna find. And in the interim, I can try and work work the explanation of the circumstance at the end of the day. Just want to show off nice buildings here. Things are looking nice. In any case, Larry, as far as Miss Laura, quote unquote content queen, I don't know of her whereabouts, but you know, I gotta say, I tried to advise her. Other people tried to motivate her, but I think she just, I think she's just, most people, okay, are not meant for IRL streaming. In particular, even for women, it's not as easy. That's why I advised Miss Laura. I gave her a perfect script. I told her to go out in Hollywood Boulevard every single day, to treat it like a job. I said to her, engage people, ask them. She could even hold a free cardboard sign and hugs for women, free hugs for women, so that way she doesn't have to hug guys. But primarily, she should say, engage people and say, I'm trying to promote people and try to connect people so if they want to be in Hollywood and then thanks, Werewolf. And I told her, just go ahead and talk to people. Say, what do you want to do? What's your number one goal? Like, kind of, and I think Miss Laura's presentable, but I just don't. I don't know if she, like, you got to take that step. You got to take that step. You got to. It's kind of self-esteem. It's kind of like motivation. It's like just personal power. And part of the way that people build up their power is through laborious activities like being a waiter, fucking physical strength, like going for a good jog, fucking being exposed to the elements, feeling cold at night. It makes you stronger. It makes you resilient. It makes you think on your feet. And so the instant anyone says that, it sucks to. Hey, Kay, how's it going? Anyone says it sucks to be Lakin, I'll probably take care of that later in where is it? In Hawaii. For now, I just want to do a fun stream, and then we're going to be probably heading out to Hawaii in a few days. Myself, Mr. G. But for now, believe it or not, I'm actually trying to cross the street and warm myself up, let the sunshine brighten my day. Let's see. Okay. Yay! Yep. Let's see. Billy, no, I think Mr. G just totally spaced out yesterday. He didn't follow up, but we'll see. He did apologize for the situation. That's correct. That's an accurate sentiment, Trump. Thank you, Billy. In any case, guys, so So with the agenda being content, I think I see some content right now. We see a somehow a houseless person going through, and I'm gonna see if I can see if I can ask him a question. Good morning, man. I have a quarter for you if you could use it, man.
Thank you.
There you go. So any advice? I do discussions on my on YouTube, and I like to talk to people. Like I actually live, believe it or not, I live outside in Hawaii, and it's warmer, so it's easier. But
Nice.
what kind of, maybe you have some advice or something you want to share with the people? I
Looking out for number one, be for yourself,
yeah.
Stay poor, you just have to be poor, euphoria.
Okay.
It helps.
Yeah. Yeah, so looks like you're just collecting yourself. It looks like you have some clothing to stay warm.
Yeah.
I think
Somebody hooked me up with this stuff.
yeah, this is a good little collection of stuff,
Really
man.
nice.
Oh, dude, you even got the newspaper. Look at that.
Yeah, I get the LA paper.
Really?
Yeah, something bad happened the other day, but I've not seen it. Right.
If I give you another quarter, could I have the paper?
Yeah.
Really? Thanks a lot, man. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so guys, looks like we've got a paper for ourselves here. This is nice. This is the Los Angeles Times.
Like being outspoken.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, you seem like a positive guy, man. Thanks for that saying hello. And I'm probably gonna go through this newspaper and see what is going on.
Yeah. Trump's being blind, I think, I think he's a much better man than they think,
Really?
Yeah, he's a good man, He's
All right.
all right to get the presidency.
You think he's trying to make something good happen in the country?
I think he's trying to help support us in opposing negativity
Okay.
with the LA Express. My family, Michael, my son,
Yeah.
he's born in Mexico, so
Yeah.
he grew up here. Yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
Full
Well,
of weasels.
yeah. All right. Well, hey, take it easy, man. All right.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Right on, guys. All right. So let's see. Hey, Hellraiser, Jr. You don't. He's been making. Don't forget your umbrella, yeah. I think Mr. She's been treating me fairly so far. Just the only issue, quote unquote, was yesterday. There was a disconnect. I was looking forward to him coming out and. Thanks for the concern, Crazy Eyes. Yeah. Why don't I try and find a place where I can look at this newspaper here? Just sit down and, in fact, I think I got a good spot right here. Just out of the way. Not in anyone's way. And we just have a seat. We check out the newspaper. I'm gonna do a little breakdown of the news. I think if anyone. I think you guys will like this. All right, Billy. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Mr. G turns the situation around and makes it a positive. Yeah. All right. So what I'm seeing here, okay, is I'm gonna do a little news. All right. You get comfy here. Okay. And gonna flip the camera around as such. Now we see the paper. It says the president declares an emergency. It says blah blah blah. Wall. Friday he declared a national immigration emergency. That a wall for the southern border between Mexico is is absolutely necessary. And let me get comfortable here. And look, it's a nice little plant there. It's a nice little Hollywood Boulevard, Ventura Boulevard setting. Yeah. And guys, please let me know in the chat if Billy, in due time, probably when we return to the Hawaii. Like I was saying, Werewolf actually wants. Werewolf, if you could elaborate why you think Mr. Kanye West would be a good president. I think he. I guess, is he a diplomatic person? Do you think he is dedicated to the country? Let's see here, though. So they're talking about the wall. They're talking about they're worried that too much to North Korea that he'll cede. So that basically means that they would end the Korean War, and the bottom line is, guys, this whole idea of stopping nuclear proliferation. Like, guess what, guys? Thanks, Mark. It was a weird situation. It was weird. But basically, the idea is, if you want somebody else to change their, if you want somebody else to not be nuclear, we can't be nuclear either. It's just weapons of destruction. They're not even weapons of defense or war. And then another thing that's interesting, the U.S. departed from the Paris Accord. I think that has a lot to do with saving wildlife, and I think people prioritize wildlife, try to save the whales, this and that, the whatever. I mean, there's certain animals like the bees and dogs that are actually functional for people, but on average, I feel like, why would people invest in animals when there's people hungry? Look at this kid hungry. It's and this is a world that's explaining the hunger looms over Nigeria. There's actually, if you actually go online, like to TED Talks makes some really good breakdowns of why there's world poverty, or what's the real issue behind it. I'm not an expert on it, but the headline says child malnutrition pervades the oil-rich nation as voters choose a president. So the bottom line is, guys, some people are just corrupt, Some people are not. We have to decide who those are. I feel like a real politician is somebody who can dedicate 4 years to service and doesn't want to be paid. They're already independently wealthy, such that they can offer 4 years of service. So, and another thing is, not to, even though we might want to worry about, say, this child, misfortunate child, I think it's more rational to first look around your immediate area and see how people are doing. And I think some people like the idea of humane suicide or assisted suicide, where they can just take some nice heroin and just get a new body. Let's see if there's any other interesting news. People identifying as Taiwanese, not Chinese. Let me explain something to you. Dr. Jordan Peterson presents this idea of identify yourself as a person, a competent person, and there's also a sign that I've noticed in LA. It says that people should basically, if somebody asks you where you're from, just say everywhere or nowhere. So that means you're not like part of a gang, you're not part of a city, and all this identification, it creates conflict. It's called grouping, and SJWs, what they do is they'll play that card. Some of the extreme ones, they'll do You know, they'll talk. You know, the SJWs. They'll talk. They'll say stuff like identity politics. They'll say, "Oh, that person's gay or this person's African American, so they Black Lives Matter." Like, all lives matter equally, and I think one of the reasons people discriminate towards certain people, different people, is it's not because of the color of their skin. It's actually because of you know, the way they are, man. It's like and people should have some respect. You know, people should have some like care for other people, but as needed, they should also, I think, be defensive and be, you know. And so that's that. Let's see. This idea of calls in Germany for robust defense. Some see greater military spending. You know, maybe that's the benefit of having borders. Like, borders allow you some people fighting over there. I'll try and do some brilliant light meditation on them so that they leave each other alone. You know, we want to de-risk. Actually, I see the way to break up a fight in this sense is to say, you know, stop fighting. You're on camera. But I myself, sometimes you got to realize you're vulnerable. You may not be in a position to call the police on someone because that person will know that you called the police on them. So sometimes it's better to call the police, say, in a month or something, and then report them or this and that. And but they're still arguing over there. You know. In any case. Armed forces, you know, what do people need armies for? People need armies to defend countries, but as we progress, the world gets better, and it gets more peaceful, but most importantly, more educated and more intelligent, because intelligent people don't want to fight with each other. They don't want governments to say, oh, let's be diplomatic. They are diplomatic between each other. They travel and they're nice to each other. They do international trading and this and that. And here's some news. Killed in Chicago, gunman. You know, I'm actually look into this. They say sometimes there's unknown motivations. You know, the motivations of people, they're either crazy or on drugs, or they're actually sane people. A lot of smart people, you know, like you've got to be pretty smart to plan a gun, you know, robbery or whatever it is, like attack. And so there's a reason that people do it. But the reality is we're all we're all consciousness, man. We're all going from body to body. So not to feel so bad about leaving the body, you know. In any case, yeah, like it was saying, the emergency at the border. So my personal opinion on the wall is that basically people should, as far as the wall goes, right? People should actually realize that it's embarrassing. Okay, it's embarrassing to have someone not and not have our borders locked down. Like, we got to take care of this country before we take care of other people. You know, sometimes you got to be serious about that. Other times you got to be spiritual and say we're all equal. But if the basic needs of a country aren't being met, why are we helping other people and trying to send the military to help out, other people? And here's something interesting. This idea of vaccines, it's worth investigating and looking up online. Basically, the real problem is stuff like, stuff like how do people, who can people trust as far as health, and should take from big what do you call it, pharmaceuticals, or if fluoride in toothpaste. I recommend avoiding it. I think it's all stuff. And as far as this whole idea with North Korea, like we already are peaceful people. Most people are peaceful. Like, they don't realize that. You might think that, a whole country and their army are bad people, but it's only a small group of people that manipulate them or use propaganda, and so that's why knowledge is power. So the red flag should be anyone that doesn't want to teach anyone. Like, for example, parents who don't teach their children how to look out for themselves, because the parents want what are the parents? Let's see. The parents want what are they called? The parents want their children to be friends for the rest of their life, and the parents are lonely. But that's, you want to treat your child to figure out their own ways so that they can voluntarily later in life be equals, be friends, and not have to have a submission dominance role under the false premise of love. What else we got going on? The cold, right? So in the future, maybe the world will be less populated, and more people will live. More people will live in the where will they live? They'll live in warmer climates. All right, so now we got some just miscellaneous. I'll flip through this, and then I'll get back on the. We got some homes for sale. We're talking, really nice homes. But remember, the trick to not being envious of people is actually looking straight at them and seeing that, this home is not perfect. This car is not perfect. That person's body is not perfect. So then you can actually flip it and feel good about people. Want good for them. Look at this home, guys. Look at this sucker, man. Fucking 20 million. It's in Beverly Hills. But it's also good to appreciate cool stuff, nice things. Let's see. Here's a nice home. Check this guy out. This is a nice home here. Let's see what else. Just flipping through here. Sometimes having a car or a nice home, it's you only really, there's only more meaning if you have it less often. That's the paradox of reality. You can only enjoy a fancy restaurant if you go there once in a while. That's just general advertisements. So that I'm gonna wrap up my little news discussion of the day. Maybe save the business section and the world section for later reading and discourse. But for now, I'm gonna gather myself, get myself up here, and let's see. I'm gonna check out the chat, make sure you guys are no problems going on. Let's see. Jack's doing okay. Yeah, UK. No, I wanted to respect. Like, you guys got to realize, like, ICE and SSJ are under pressure to run logistics and make sure that their whole operation doesn't get compromised. I mean, they've got so much invested in time and money, and I respect them. I respect their skepticism. And Big Jim, I like your concerns, but I wouldn't want to burden myself on others. And in fact, Mr. G was actually right. He was concerned about us being uninvited. Here, I'm gonna flip the camera here for us here. I think Mr. G's agenda really was to hey Jordan, hey Kevin, oh Kevin, yeah John, he just didn't get a, but, and I knew that. I wanted to say that but instead I rather respect. Sometimes you gotta respect people in somebody's private space, and I'm a nice guy, I'll respect that. I just don't think ICE realized the dire nature of the situation. He doesn't really realize that the limited nature of Mr. G and I's budget. He didn't really. He's from a whole different realm, and that's not a bad thing. He's just a different guy. Corna, I think it was appropriate that the security, he actually paid me for the glasses, but I think it was apropos that he exited me. I mean, I was being aggressive, and I was on their property, right? So, hey, Verbose. Hey, Billy. Yeah, so I want to see what Jack said. Jack said ICE I can't understand why ICE didn't let him stay, but Mr. G should have left with you. Now, I have the same sentiment, and I think Mr. G wasn't on his game yesterday, and he did apologize to me, and we did get something positive out of it, though. Mr. G might be able to convince one of the individuals, whether it's Miss Cassandra or perhaps Mexican Annie, to just come with us and do a fun stream. We could go to Hollywood, have some fun, before we depart back to Hawaii. In any case, I'm gonna re-satchel my bags, and I'm gonna go ahead and, hey Brina, no worries. Mr. G and I have been doing well so far. Yeah, 7, no worries. Burrito, let's see. Like I said, D-Resk, I actually was able to do dialogue with the security guard. He thought I was actually a pedophile, so I can understand how he was not in a good mood, and he's actually, even though he's a shorter guy, he's a strong guy, and he exited me, but guess what? We ended up having a conversation about the chakras, and the reality being that he's actually he's learned martial arts, and he's actually a solid guy, and I think ICE underestimates his abilities too. Thank you, Brina. Mr. G and I have been doing well so far, and he's invested so much. It's not like he's, it'd be one thing if he had something to benefit, like just leaving me, but Corna, no, you see, the security guy was trying to exit me. I was, and he gave me a chance. He said, "I'll give you 5 seconds to leave," and I didn't leave, and And you know, he thought I was a pedophile, but we got to talking later, and you know, sometimes that happens, guys. Like violence and conflict is just a result of misunderstandings and miscommunications and lack of perception. Big Jim, I don't know how to do mods and all that because I don't have all that Streamlabs stuff that you guys are talking about. Um, in any case, good commentary, guys. I'm gonna make myself a progression into a. Hey, Rake, it's good to hear from you. I haven't heard from you in a while, Rake. 1087. Um, yeah, you know, I'm gonna work. I'm gonna make it work. Uh, I want to meet up with Mr. G. I'm hoping that uh, he turns something into, at least gets something positive out of it, and gets one of the people to do you know, gets Mexican Andy to to participate in a live stream. Um, that's right. Um, John Doe. I think it's just Mr. G is trying his best. He just, you know, he has his limitations, and but in any case, Nee, I understand the concern. All right, so let's just try and get me all geared up. I got my nice backpack here, all gearing up here. I got my camera bag. I was able to also do some photography earlier in Hollywood. And we're just going to say goodbye to our friend here. I'm going to actually return the newspaper to him because he might want to enjoy it. But at least we got a good little news debriefing, and I did a little analysis on it. So, nice vet. All right, so I'm going to give my friend his... Hey, friend, I actually finished my news. I did my news story with the newspaper, so wanted to return. I took some of it for later, but there you go, man. Take care, man. Have a great day. All right, so here we are, guys. We are. You know what I need to do most importantly right now is figure out how to check my email without stopping the live stream because I'm expecting Mr. G to contact me. Hopefully he's going to get Miss Cassandra or Mexican Andy, and that we can all catch the bus together and hit the Hollywood Boulevard, and you know try to do some fun stuff. So why don't I see if I can check my email without a good idea, Verbose. I can give you my just secretly I can give you my password and login to one of the emails, and then you can be like a moderator or like like an assistant, and you can check that out. Exile, just trying to see the big picture. Mr. G, there you are. Been expecting you. I'm enjoying my little stream here. I just did a news briefing with the newspaper, and Verbose, I'll give you the email secretly, okay? And the access code, the password. All right, Mr. G, I'm giving you my current locale. I'm at Cedros Avenue and Ventura. Is this Ventura Boulevard?
Yep.
Okay, thank you, sir. Yeah, so I'm on Cedros Avenue and Ventura Boulevard, and there's a few landmarks here, a couple buildings there. You know, and you know, let's see, Mr. G, I'm gonna hold position. Mr. G is streaming in Ice's garage. Thank you, Mark. Okay, I understand. Want to say hi to the camera or no? Up to you. All right, thanks. All right. Friendly lady over there just said hello. Let's see what we got going on here. All right, so all right, Adam. It's Ventura. Whoever that was seems trustworthy. Uh, okay, Mr. G. All right, let's see what we got going on. By the way, that woman smelled nice. She's, when women are, they sometimes they smell nice. Let's see. Uh, Nothing. Okay, okay, Mark. Okay. Mr. G said they're all still sleeping there. Mr. G is trying to leverage. Okay, Verbose. Oh, awesome, dude. Mannix is in Hong Kong. Good. That was a cool check-in, man. Very cool stuff. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and make my way in this direction, and we'll see what we can find. Let's see. And Manic is saying he hasn't been to America. Manic, it would be nice to be nice for you to come to America, but I think the most important thing is say that there are some positive people in America, and good news, Juicer. Yeah, I mean, IRL's fun, but if the drama gets this complex, and there needs to be some resolve, because we all want to continue streaming, and we don't. It's important to be explicit that I'm not some type of crazy guy. Mannix is saying, "Oh, good, you can speak English. Awesome, Mannix." All right, so let me see here. Well said, Willie. Let's see. Looks like Rake will handle any negative side. I always make the best of situations, and I think it was just a lapse on Mr. G's part, but we'll see if he can make it up by getting some good results today. Let's see. Okay, hey there, Yo-Yo. Yeah, side, we're doing fine. Gonna be, Mr. G and I are gonna be making our way back to Hawaii, and hey, Detroit. Yeah. Let's see. Uber would be glad to help me, Tommy said. But I don't really have any contact info. Right on, Exile. But he should have at least communicated that, Let's see what we got going on here. I have a good idea. We have a nice little area here. Let me see if I can. Hold on, guys. Just hold on for a second. All right. Just watch this. Actually, it's too late. I was trying to. There was a woman with a nice ass. I was gonna try and hold the camera inconspicuously so we could get a good look at it. But we can certainly go ahead and do that at a later time. It's in the interim. I have a nice little environment here with some magical flower trees. Look at these marvelous little, flowers over here. Look at this fancy glass effect. In consideration of the space, I'll pick up an element of trash here. But we just have the sun beaming, magnificently, and it's actually turning out to be a nice day. Of course, with the hopes that okay, let's see how the chat's doing. Okay, people have my back. That's good news. You know, I I don't know if you guys know, but there are different people in play. There's Dave the Dude. He's nice. Uh, oh, cool. Uh, IR has a Porsche 911. Yeah, I'm a fan of Porsche. Obviously, I'm wearing some gear. You know, I but I don't. If somebody was to give me a new car, a new Porsche, or nice fancy place for free, I wouldn't want it because I want to earn and feel good about what I have. And let's see. Yeah, Willie. Actually, Mr. G was able to give me $20 earlier in the day for food, so that was nice. I think he just glitched. He had a lapse when it was the end of the night when kind of the most important thing was for us to group up and stick together. But he tried to leverage the opportunity he had at the um, streamer house, but neglected to communicate with me. So that was the mistake. I'm not sure how to. Okay. Actually, you're right, Rake. Let's see if I can do that. I can't. I can't really do a moderator. All I can do is put user in timeout, remove. I don't have Streamlabs. In any case, let's see what's going on. Larry. Yeah, it's been quite a trip here. Miss Nicole, in due time, I'll set up the labs. Let's see what we got going on here. Yes, in due times, Mr. Mark. Let's see. Slack. I found a nice diner, which was a very laid back setting. I got a nice bowl of oatmeal, warm oatmeal. So I know, contrary to what people might think, I fucking like being outside. Like, there are the moments where you're cold and in a bad mood, but you just keep walking, and you find secret nooks where you're guaranteed a safe rest, and it's just like I mentioned on Ice's discussion. He did the interview with me, which was nice. Basically, basically, people get familiar with their circumstances, and they actually can enjoy them. All right, let's see. What do we got, chat? Okay, I understand, Jack. Got it. Okay, thanks for the concern, Exile. Let's see what we got going on here. I think the primary reason for my, decent view count, about 70, is due to the fact of all the recent action. So, like, there was someone who recommended that it's appropriate that I do some live streaming so that I can at least capture what's going on and try and go from there. Let's see. All right, so let's see how things are doing. Yeah, so we should have Mr. G's most likely rolling to my location. No, he did pay for my ticket to go, Shiva. That is true. That is true. All right, so there's different paradoxes in life. Like, in one instance, too much comfort and security will make a person lazy, and too much difficulty will obviously make their life not so enjoyable. So where's the balance? The balance, okay, is the balance is, and I do some light work. I do some meditations to try to keep things going, and uh, you know, uh, let's see. Yeah. Sometimes it's fun just to smile at people. See what's going on. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got happening, guys. I think we're about to get some nice content. I make sure you guys alert me when Mr. G is on location. By the way, I'm at Cedros Avenue and Ventura Boulevard here, out in Hollywood. It's a nice setting. I'm gonna see if I can set up my DJ setup here and then just do a little hangout, guys. We'll see what these guys see what they say.
He's sitting back with a bucket of pie. Look at this guy. What's up,
guys? I was wondering if I could if I'm in like a DJ. I'm actually a DJ. I live outside.
Come on, bro.
And if you want, I could jam some music on my.
Spin something right now.
Yeah, no, I'll grab my laptop. Yeah.
Your laptop?
Yeah. If you want, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't mind hanging out. You guys have a good spot here. It's up to you though, you know.
It's $5. It's a $5 entry. It's a $5 entry to see what they do.
All right. Well, I'm
He's
actually.
famous.
I actually have I only have enough money for the bus. I'm waiting for my. Yeah, I'm.
They're all gamers. Look at him. Look at that. Crazy dog. Psycho! Where you going, Psycho? Psycho! Look, you better check your pocket. You probably got you money already.
Well, like I said, I don't have much, but yeah, I'd be glad to do a little DJing if you want.
I can't stop you from doing anything you want, bro. You want to be there, be there. If you care about style.
All right, cool. Roger that.
Put you to the test, all right?
All right, cool.
Porsche Motorsport outfit.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's cool stuff. Yeah, that's a cool bag, man. It looks nice. The Louis V bag, man. I like to rap too, so maybe you guys could do a little rap, whatever.
You can rap?
Yeah.
It's not you, it's me.
Don't mind the drugs.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, yeah.
DJ
Super Tropics. Pretty cool, yeah.
Is that a rainbow? Was that a Pink Floyd rainbow?
It's yeah, no, I got a couple. I got a frog there. I got a nice skull lady.
Scroll lady. You got the scroll lady, the pink rainbow. Is that a heart and a super girl and a lipstick?
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, right? Yeah.
Gregory, what's up, Bob?
You guys want some snacks, man? I got some snacks.
Nah, we don't like nuts, dude.
Really? All right, cool.
Unless they shit like cashew.
Yeah. Yeah, just call. Right on. Yeah, I'm from Hawaii. Came to LA to have a good time, do some videos.
Oh, God.
Woo! Woo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey, yo, that's that ice cream paint job. Yes, you got nice size. Looking at these guys, we ain't in disguise. Yeah, we's flowing so fly, super high, super lie. Don't even need to try. Flow it, poet. Oops, I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna show it. Got me walking, talking like I'm hokey pokey. Yeah, that's right. Bottle popping on these hoes. Yeah, that's right. Mad madness. Big suspensions. Got myself jamming. Got these hoes ramming. Got these hoes dancing. Call it romantic. Don't panic. Lick that V. It's organic. Do sample it. I'm rapping. Woo. Cool, guys. Now we have a nice setup, man. Nice setup. Yeah. Woo. Nice, man. Yeah. Oh yeah, well, nice bag, you know.
Easy. That's a mega boom. That's my mega boom. How you get my mega boom? How you do that? How you do that? Hey, that's your Yui. Hey, cuz, that's your Yui. That's your Yui. That's your Yui. Huh? That's your Yui. I gotta get the Yui. Hey, how you get the big homie Yui like that? I'm call you. I'm call you.
Alright, awesome, guys. Awesome.
If you're gonna sit here, you can't be drawing on the table. What the fuck? That's okay.
Alright, yeah, we got a little drama there going on. Let's see. Yeah, that was, did you guys see that? Dude, I better get out of here too. Hold on, let me just set the, did you guys see what happened? The manager just kicked him out for, doing graffiti on the table here. I guess you didn't see it, but, oh boy. Alright, guys. Just bear with me for a moment here. I'm gonna make my departure. 1 second here, please. And we'll be on our way, okay? We'll be on our way. So that was unfortunate, you know. I was gonna do some rapping and hanging out with those guys. You guys saw that, right? Did you see? Did anyone see that? Did anyone see? Let me see here. Boss, yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. That's an idea, homeless lives. That might be nice. I think I might be dressed a little too fancy, though. And ironically, I only have nice dress clothing. But it might be something for me to do, you know. But no, realistically, on logistics, I gotta probably wait. Gotta probably wait here, and you know, collect myself with Mr. G, and in turn. Let me just get a spot here. So let's see, where are we? awesome. Guys, remember that there's a danger in there's a danger in what am I saying here? There's a danger in associating having fancy things with you. Like you're not happy unless you have a fancy car or whatever. You've got to, or you're like, oh, if I don't go to this restaurant tonight or I don't eat tonight, I'm gonna be unhappy. You know, these are subconscious programs. What's going on over there? It's like some conflicts going on there.